Welcome, 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 everyone. Welcome, y'all. This is our wonderful Tuesday night with Miss Zipporah. Yes, that's me with I Intensify the Woman Within. And I am so excited to talk about the topic for tonight. Tonight's topic, y'all, is having healthy boundaries. So I'm going to give y'all a few minutes. It is 9:30, so I want to welcome you all. And whoever's just timed in, hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good evening. I hope everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening. I hope you've had a great day today. So if y'all know, this is our nightly read where we put on our PJs, we get comfortable, and then we're going to be discussing some good things, okay? And welcome, everyone. Tonight, again, is our Chapter 8 read where we're going to be talking about having healthy boundaries. So if y'all haven't already purchased your book, go to www.authorZipporah.com. And what are y'all waiting for? Go get your book, and it's also on Amazon, okay? And read along with me because I would love, love, love to hear your thoughts on Intensify the Woman Within. So as y'all know, on Tuesday, I go live and we read on different topics. And tonight it is having healthy boundaries. And I know if y'all was tuned in last week, just to do a little recap, with empowering moments. And I do apologize. I said chapter 8, and that's my fault. Chapter 8 is actually raising your vibrations. So next week, actually, we're going to be having healthy boundaries. I do apologize. I was going ahead of myself. I was so ready to talk about having healthy boundaries. That's actually chapter 13. Chapter 8 is actually raising your vibration. So I do apologize. Please excuse me for that. But I do want to do a recap on last week's read. And we were talking about empowering moments. Okay, so if we remember a little bit about last week, going through empowering moments is when you actually can transform your life or even someone else's life when you go through an empowering moment, empowering actions, empowering things that you're doing to shift your life, your perspective, or someone else's. And then conquering fears and different things that your mind frame, your mindset. And that's so important when it comes to your empowering moments, things that you thought you couldn't do. And then you look back at your life and you say, I actually conquered this, or I actually went through this, or got through this thing that you thought you couldn't get through. Okay. So I want to always do a recap on things that we discussed so we can understand going forward and where we at in our read. Okay. And so having empowering moments is a raising your vibration, I should say. So I say vibration, but a lot of people might refer to it as a short term of vibe. So you raising your vibe. Okay. So I'm going to start the read off, and I don't usually typically go too long. I'm going to try to keep it around 15 minutes or so. And as you know, if you've been following me all this time, you'll know that I like to go a little bit in detail on certain aspects of the chapter in itself. So I might pause a little and speak about it. And if you have thoughts, questions, or any comments or anything, please feel free to jot them down in the comments. Now, I don't quite know just yet. I'm still figuring this out. I don't know if I'm going to figure it out. But one of these moments I will, on how to actually see y'all comments while I'm on live. Other than that, if I don't see it while we're on here, once I get off, I do respond to your comments, okay? So I will begin to read. Chapter 8 is actually raising your vibration. So again, I do apologize. It's not having healthy boundaries, but we will be getting to that chapter. Okay, so bear with me and stick with me, okay? So, raising your vibration is one of the best things to do for yourself to be in alignment with your true purpose, your true self. Another powerful way to intensify the woman within is to focus your attention on the many blessings in your life. By doing this, it can help keep your energy, your vibration, vibe high. Instead of dwelling on what you may be lacking or what may seem to be going wrong in your life, stop and pause and redirect your thoughts to all the good that surrounds you. Gratitude is a potent tool for shifting your vibration because it instantly uplifts your mood and brings you into alignment with your highest consciousness and the abundance that surrounds you. Take time each day to count your blessing, whether it's a roof over your head, a warm meal, or the beauty of nature outside your window. Just being alive is enough to be grateful for. Let me stop right there. How many people or how many of you actually take time out your day to actually show gratitude? Just be thankful for the little things that you have. Be grateful for wherever you at in life at this moment. Be grateful. How many of you do that? Well, if you don't, it's probably a good idea that you start. And if you're already doing it, great job, because that is actually one of the ways to keeping your vibe high, to keep it a good vibration. Gratitude is definitely the one, to me, one of the things that I do that has shifted a lot of things in my life to becoming better. Because why? If I'm feeling a certain way, if I'm feeling down and I stop for a moment, I'll be like, you know what? I'm just grateful to be alive, or I'm just grateful to have food in my stomach, or I'm just grateful to have a roof over my head, or I'm just grateful to have clothes. It instantly makes me feel better. And that's what raising your vibe is feeling better. Okay. And that's important when you are on your journey or your purpose and your journey to being the best version of yourself. Okay. Now, I'm going to continue with the read. I am sure if you heard of the saying, it's the little things that count. Well, this is a true saying. Appreciating the little things will cause more big things to come into your life. Now, let me stop right there because I don't want people to get confused with that, thinking that, I have to do these things so I can get something out of life. Well, yeah, but no. Don't do things just so you can get things. Do things from your heart. Do things in your life because that's the type of person you want to be. And do things where you feel, okay, if you want to show an act of kindness or do something for someone or even do something for yourself, do it because you have it inside of you and not that you're going to bring it up later, on the person and say, oh, I did this for you, so I deserve to get this. Yes, you want to get things in life, but don't do it just because of that. And I think a lot of people, it's important for me to say that because a lot of people, I don't want you to interpret it wrong, okay? And a lot of people might look at it differently or think that I'm saying it in a different way, and I don't want that to be misconstrued or confused. So, again, yes, you do things and you appreciate doing them things when you do it for people and when you do it for yourself. Don't do it in a wrong sense of, oh well, I'm a get this thing out of life, so I'm gonna do this so I can get this big thing or whatever the case may be. No, that's the wrong attitude. Okay. So continuing with my read. But be grateful because it just feels so damn good. Excuse my French, but I'm just keeping it real. Like, literally, do the things you're doing just because it feels good to do it. Okay? Also remember the things, whether small or big, good or bad, will come in the vibration that you are in. Let me read that again. Remember the things, whether small or big, good or bad, will come in the vibration that you are in. So make sure you are in a high vibration most of the times. Let me pause right there. I am not saying that you're not going to have some bad moments. I'm not saying that you're not going to have times where you want to just, you be going through some stuff. Because life be lifing, and I get it. But if you can really monitor the way you feel or the vibe that you are in at least 80% of the time, that's a very good range to be in, to start receiving or just to start living in a sense of, hey, I am going to receiving good things. Because if you put the bad energy out, you're going to be receiving most of the bad in your life. So I'm sure no one wants to actually receive 80% of bad in their life. I'm sure you probably will want to at least get 80% of the good. So just keep an eye out on that. And also keep in mind that when you put that energy out there, that it's going to definitely come back. Okay? Continue to read. As you constantly engage in activities you love and cultivate gratitude for the abundance and good things in your life, you'll notice a shift in how you feel. Another great activity is practicing mindful meditation, whether you can also find peace and clarity. Feeling better is a clear indicator that your vibration is rising and you are moving closer to embodying the young lady or woman within you. Trust in the process of aligning with your true self, and remember that it's a journey of self-discovery and growth. By focusing on joy, gratitude, and positive energy, you pave the way for a deeper connection with your inner feminine power and a more fulfilling life overall. Here's a diagram for reference of low vibration to high vibration. What level of vibe would you like to be? Okay, well, I actually said this inside my book. Okay. The question is, what level of vibe would you like to be on at least 80% of the time? Ask yourself that. Because you might not want to be always vibing in a good vibe. You might be wanting to be a little, all the time. And people, cussing people out. That might be you. But guess what? That energy going to come back. Just remember that. Remember whatever energy that you put out, whether you want to believe me or not, it's totally up to you. You have the free will to do that. You're going to get it back. So I just decide in my life that it's better to live 80% of the time good, in a high vibration, loving vibration, joyful vibration, happy vibration. I like it there because I'm more at peace that way. And I love peace. So if you're like me, 80% of the time is where you want to be, good, high vibrational woman. Okay? How do you get there? Call me. We can talk about that, okay? I'm for real. Call me or comment below and I'll let you know. We can set up a meeting. Write your answer on the space provided. So inside of my book, it actually has it where you can write on the space provided, and then it also has a chart to help guide you to where your vibe is at. So like say for instance, and this book is actually going to discuss certain things when it comes to that. If your energy is at a lower energy level, where it's grief, fear, blame, guilt, depression. If you're 80% of that, I would highly suggest you call a grief counselor, a therapist, or someone in the professional sense of helping you to get to a good feeling vibe. And maybe you need help. Maybe, it's a friend or a family member or just someone that loves you and you love that can help you to get into a better feeling space. Okay? But once you write in the answer that you're answering the space provided, and know that you can achieve that goal. So if you put down love, know that you can achieve the goal of actually vibing in love 80% of the time of your life. And a lot of people might not think it's possible, but guess what? It's possible. I'm a living witness. It can happen. Refer to this diagram that I just showed you when you are not feeling good. And I hope this can help you to feel better every time you are not feeling your best. So that is the end of chapter 8. And if you literally take the time out of your day and just go over the chart. If this is your first time, let me tell you, when it was my first time actually going over the vibrational chart and look at where I was at and then where I actually wanted to be at 80% of the time, I used to vibe in fear and worry a lot of the time in my life until I actually had to, first of all, recognize that's where I was at, acknowledge that's where I was at, and then have a vision of getting better, wanting to be better in my life. And I said, I want to operate in love and joy and happiness and freedom and peace 80% of my life. So this chart can help you and guide you into where you actually see yourself being, if that's your vision for your life. And that's to operate in love 80% of the time. Chapter 8, again, I do apologize. It is wonderful, 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 wonderful to go over another hot topic of Intensify the Woman Within. And raising your vibration, raising your vibe in your everyday life, for me, is a must if I want to live in purpose. Live in a path of greatness, becoming the best version of me. This can really, really start to direct your life in a better direction, or even more graceful direction. Even if you are already in the direction of greatness, guess what? It's just going to be greater. Again, I appreciate all you ladies who have joined in with me, coming in on this beautiful Tuesday night and taking time out your busy schedule to raise your vibe and be in a better space than what you probably started off today, or even in a better space than what you have already been in today. We will be tuning in next Tuesday at 9:30 again, and we will be on chapter 9. Now, chapter 9 is actually going to be following with raising your vibration, and that's affirmations. And if you haven't heard affirmations, you're probably saying them every day and don't even know that that's what you're saying is an affirmation. Anything, I'm going to just give you a little hint. Anything after the word I am, you affirming it in your life. So we'll be discussing that next week on chapter 9. And y'all have to get ready, because y'all got to put y'all PJs on. Y'all got to go grab that book on Amazon or go on my site, www.authorzippora.com. That's AUTHORZIPPORAH.com. And y'all go grab y'all books. Y'all can be ready for our read next Tuesday at 9:30. And I might be putting that time at 8:30 just so I can see if this is a little too late for people to come, because I'll be trying to give y'all a little moment in time to get yourselves wind down, put the kids in the bed, go eat your dinner, you know, get yourself together, and then be able to just have y'all nighttime read with me. So y'all let me know if this is a little too late or if we should move it to 8:30. And then also let me know what your thoughts was on chapter 8's read, Raising Your Vibration. Again, thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next week. Y'all have a good night.